Uh, I, Shashank, welcome all the, a very good morning to all. I, Shashank, welcome all the participants for the awareness webinar on simulation in engineering, which is organized by Sanatana Research and Training Institute, a unit of Sanatana Sampradhisthana, Mysore, in association with Rotary Club of Mysore West. Prayer is the process of talking to God in order to achieve a purpose. So let us begin this webinar by seeking the blessing of Lord Almighty. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Koti Surya
Surya
Samaprabha,
Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Deva,
Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Sarva
Sarvakareshu
Sarvada.
Sarvada.
Now I request Dr. Ramachandra CG, the Managing Director of Sanatana Research and Training Institute, to welcome and introduce the speaker of today's webinar. I also request him to welcome the guests and the participants.
A very good morning, Nandal. I take this opportunity on behalf of Sanatana Research and Training Institute, which is an unit of Sanatana Sampradhisthana, Mysuru, to welcome today's speaker, Dr. P. Sivasankaran, Associate Professor, Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry, and today's guest, Dr. Raghavendra Prasad, MD, President, Rotary Club of Mysore West, participants from different parts of the country. So the main vision of our institution is to lead the frontier of educational training and research activities on an international tie-up. The mission of our institute is to develop a necessary skill set among pupils of all educational hierarchy and to conduct in-house research activities on an industrial scale. The main objectives of our institute is to train pupils with necessary skill set by conducting various programs, to train tutors in various upcoming educational domains, to empower training fraternity on various research platforms, and to conduct programs on various societal needs. So let me introduce today's the speaker of today's webinar. Dr. P. Sivasankaran has obtained BE degree in mechanical engineering from Pallavan College of Engineering, Kanchipuram, and ME in industrial engineering from Thagaraj College of Engineering, Madurai. He has obtained his PhD in industrial engineering from Anna University in the year 2015. Is having a total 10 years of teaching experience in various cadres and currently is working as associate professor at Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry. Dr. P. Sivasankaran has published total 35 papers in reputed international and national journals and also presented many papers in international conferences. He has published books on quality management, process planning, and cost estimation, managerial economics, and computer integrated manufacturing, automation for excellence. He has organized 15 workshops and guest lecturers on recent technological advances in the area of industrial engineering. He is a peer reviewer and editorial board member for various reputed international journals. He is a life member of Indian Institute of Industrial Engineering, Mumbai, IAENG USA, and Teaching and Education Research Association, Eurasia Research. He is proficient in software such as Design for Assembly, AutoCAD, Robotic, etc. He has guided various academic projects for UG and PG students. He is regularly applying for projects, seminars, grants, FDPs, HTTPS under various schemes of DST, CSIR, NSNTM, and ASCTE. He has carried out a novelty research on the work titled Comparison of Jute and Sisal Fiber Reinforced Composites using Crust PCB with the support of C Intel Services, Chennai. He has actively participated in various FDPs, national and international workshops, HTTPS at various institutions. He has delivered guest lectures at the institutional level and also at reputed industries on the topics related to software applications and other industrial engineering areas. So this is a brief introduction about today's speaker. And coming to today's the webinar. So before starting that, let me give this quote. A beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. So that's why never stop learning. When we stop learning, then we stop growing. So learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking, and thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. Knowledge is divine, knowledge is powerful, and it should be shared. So today's topic, simulation in engineering. A simulation is an approximate imitation of the operation of a process or system that represents its operation over time. Simulation is used in many contexts, such as simulation of technology for performance tuning or optimizing, safety engineering, testing, training, education, and video games. Modeling and simulation is the use of physical or logical representation of a given system to generate data and help to determine decisions or make predictions about the system. And it is widely used in the social and physical sciences, engineering, manufacturing, and product development, among many other areas. So simulation modeling solves most of the real world problems safety and efficiently. It provides an important method of analysis which is easily verified, communicated, and understood. Across industries and disciplines, simulation modeling provides valuable solutions by giving clear insights into complex systems. So today's national webinar, Simulation in Engineering. So the speaker will give you more insight information about the what exactly we mean by the simulation, the fundamental concepts of simulation, why simulation is required in different applications, and latest review of the various research and applications of the simulation, where and all we can able to implement it or we can make use of it. Case studies will be giving with the help of case studies how the simulation can be implemented and the future scope, etc. So with this, I wish once again all the participants will have a fruit interaction with the speaker. Over to you, Shashank.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. P. Sivasankaran, Associate Professor, Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry, to start the session.
Okay. So I welcome all the participants for today's webinar on simulation in engineering system overview. So my name is, I am Dr. P. Sivasankaran. Currently, I am serving as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry. So the main agenda for today's webinar, so introduction to simulation system. What are the basic fundamentals of simulation and why simulation is essential in engineering and other allied fields of engineering, and review of literature research, then applications in engineering, then what are the future scope for simulation, and conclusion. So these are the various things we are going to see one after the other. So let us understand what is the preamble of simulation and modeling. So most generally speaking, the simulation is a blueprint of a real world model or a process. Okay, so why we have to go for a simulation instead of numerical modeling? So in the last webinar, I shared my views on mathematical modeling, optimization. So when we don't have sufficient data sets, numerical data sets for a problem, for any practical problem in engineering, then the next move is said to be a simulation, right? So there we can able to create an artificial computer generated 3D model so that we can able to fine tune the performance of the system by repeatedly running the same model for several number of cycles or iteration, so that we can able to undergo what are all the complex behavior related with the real time situation. So this is what the simulation and modeling. Let us have the simple example. So what is the difference between modeling and simulation? So modeling means a construction of a virtual model of a plant shop floor line. So this is a model, a virtual model of a manufacturing line unit, right? So these are the different entities, the resource which are kept within the virtual platform. So I want to simulate this manufacturing model with reference to a common time bound scale unit. Okay, for example, let us take what is the percentage of time utilization for uh, transferring the raw material from the inventory to the production center. What is the time spent for manufacturing the components and dispatching the components to through proper logistics to customer market segment. So these are all the real challenges we can able to do with the help of the simulation with the aid of a computer solution. So now we will move on to the introduction to simulation. So simulation is a set of process which can be modeled by understanding the performance of the system. So generally, the simulation best example we can give for a simulation, uh, the supermarket. The customer waiting in a queue, standing in a large queue for buying their things, products for their daily usage. That is one such best example. So how to simulate the space constraint of the supermarket such that we can able to control the queue length of the customer, right? So using Arena simulation platform, the name of the software I'm telling Arena. So using that, we can able to do a discrete event simulation or continuous simulation depending on the application. Okay, right? So the manufacturing supply chain model which comes under continuous simulation, that is the material which moves continuously, instantaneously from the inventory to the shop floor unit. So that is an example of a continuous simulation. Even assembly line is also said to be a continuous event simulation. Discrete, so that is restricted to a specific time period. Okay, so banking application, money transaction. Okay, so that is one such example of the discrete event simulation. Even customer waiting in front of the saloon is one real example of the discrete event simulation. So that is time restricted. Okay, at a particular time, this many number of servers can be made engaged available. Okay, right? So the introduction of simulation starts with the basic, the definition, and how the simulation can able to work actually with connection to the real world situation, and regarding data bank or database management system, how will you handle these number of data and number of data through simulation. These are all the challenges left for the engineering people. Now, coming to the precise meaning, what is exactly the simulation? As per the literature article which was published by Shannon in 1975, simulation is nothing but the process of designing a model of a real system by doing random experiments within the constructed model on trial and error basis, and finding out what are all the various strategies for further improvement, okay, through evaluation. And we can fix the standard, the criteria for operation of the given system. So simulation is a random experiment. It is not an exact thing. It's a mere appropriate technique. Okay, it is not like optimization model. Okay, so it is one of the most flexible methodology, easy to handle. The simulation packages. There are many softwares are available in market. Let us say Pro Model, FlexiSim, AnyLogic. These are all the popular the software packages which are available in market, which are user friendly in nature and highly flexible, easy to use, to understand the basics of the industrial case studies through virtually, starting from the business model, simulation of a business model and the new product activity, simulation of manufacturing line, plant layout, design and optimization. All these case studies can be done with the help of these softwares, the name which I mentioned just before, a few minutes back. So by undergoing simulation, we can able to analyze the output given by the simulated model, and we can able to propose solution for future enhancement of the present system. Okay, so what if analysis, simulation means just what if analysis, okay, which comes under that the category. Okay, so if I change the parameter x, what will happen to the output, the immediate response of the output through simulation model, right? So now next, the slide which tells about the fundamental, the terminologies of simulation, because these are the most important thing we must able to keep remember in mind to design or to construct any simulation application for engineering subsystem. So we must know what is a system. Okay, a system is nothing but assemblage of all unique individual components. Okay, for example, let us take uh, a shop floor line which has a set of machineries, conveyor line. Okay, that is put together we call as a system. Okay, so the machineries are considered to be an entity within the system, a subset within the system. So to understand for your reference, I have just given a block model here. Okay, a system which has one input and one output. Okay, so the input are nothing but feeding the raw material at one end, the other end you will be getting the finished output, that is a product. Okay, right? The next terminology in simulation, attribute. So what does the term attribute means? So attribute is said to be the property of an entity. Okay, for example, let us take the measuring the jobs waiting in the queue in a conveyor line. That is an attribute. Here in this slide, they have given the example, checking the account balance in the automatic teller machine. This is one such attribute in the simulation model. The next terminology is activity. Okay, so how will you define an activity? Activity referred to the specified length of time period. Okay, let us take making money deposits in a bank. What is the optimal time by which the customer takes the money deposits to be made in the bank? Okay, so this can be really done by the simulation system, right? So this is one such generated model with the help of Arena, the software, the banking supply chain process, measuring the inter-arrival time and service time of the customer, and what will be the queue length, okay, and giving the priority to the customer in as per the scheduling dispatching rule, first in, first out, okay, and this is the service center, okay. Then after getting the service, the customer will get departed from the place, from the venue. So likewise, we can able to create any number of virtual the model, and we can able to predict the time on the randomization through by conducting simple experiments. The next terminology is what is an event in simulation system. Event is nothing but the change of the state space within the simulation. Let us take for an example, measuring the arrival of a job operation or beginning of a new execution or a departure. These are all common general operations that can be done by simulation system. Then what are the state variable? So that is nothing but defining the objective of the problem. So what is the objective of a simulation system? I want to study the length of the job queue. That is my state variable. So what are all the softwares that are required, okay, to run the to study the characteristics of the length of the job queue, right? And what do you mean by a process? So the process is nothing but the set of events that are arranged on time in the simulation system. Let us take for an example, material handling, okay? Right? So you take a multi AGV, automated guided vehicle, okay, computerized material handling system. You have 10 AGVs. So you on the time bound constraint, which one are to be scheduled as per the available schedule, okay? So please make an important note that the three basic things in a simulation system, event, process, and activity, which comes under the category discrete event simulation system. So let us understand the meaning. What does discrete event simulation by considering all those three things, event, process, and an activity. You take a simulation of a flight scheduling is one of the best example for discrete event simulation. What is the state variable objective of the discrete event simulation under this application? We want to minimize the air traffic in an airport. So we want to predict what will be the time, arrival time, landing and departure time. Accordingly, overlapping of schedule can be avoided. Okay. And this one continuous availability of raw material from inventory to the production shop under continuous event simulation. And now we will move on to the review of literature survey in simulation system. So here in the first article, the title of the paper, Simulation in the Design and Operation of Manufacturing System, the State of the Art and New Trends. So in this paper, the author considered the objective of defining the complex the simulation model with the help of the software by name called AnyLogic. Okay, so it is a plant simulation software. Using that, he constructed the complicated the manufacturing system, and later he measured the performance of the plant efficiency by comparing with the real recent industrial research approaches in the manufacturing domain. So the outcome of this paper, so the digital manufacturing technology has proven to be one of the most flexible method in continuously improving the following challenges, like reduction in the development of the process lead time and minimizing the cost of the product by adapting cellular manufacturing approach and improving the layout configuration of the manufacturing shop. So these are all the outcome of this paper, and followed by the next literature review, review paper on manufacturing system performance improvement by modeling and simulation. So here the main objective of this the second article. So the author considered the simulation is one of the most quite flexible advantageous tool in aiming for improving the profit of the company as well as minimizing the cost, the wastage in the unwanted financial cost, and reducing the idle time in the production and so on. So with the help of the FlexiSim program, the simulation software, so these objectives are being meted out. Then the third paper, which tells about an insight on real-time simulation manufacturing system, the challenges and research directions. So here the author given an ideology about Industry 4.0, the revolution of Industry 4.0, by connecting to overall integrated database management system, coupling manufacturing system with all other sub-functions like process engineering, design, marketing, and other the modules within an organization. So by having a fully connected cyber network system, how we can able to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of the manufacturing industry in a better way. This is just a conceptual paper. There is no experimental model done by the author. And next paper, which tells about the business model simulation for a business model, literature review, right? Then simulation, next article, which tells about the simulation of material handling equipment in the operation process. So multi-line conveyors model. Okay, the author has carried out a simulation study for a multi-line conveyor system using Technomatics simulation software, right? So he measured the flow path of the material within the production process and he studied the various individual entities in the conveyor, and based on that, so what is the improvement can be made for the existing the proposed system. And next, review of simulation based optimization in plant maintenance operation, equipment as well as a plant maintenance operation. So these are the past literature research articles which has been done by various persons, both in national and international level. So from this, a few bit of knowledge on simulation, we came to know that so it is considered to be the essential thing in today's engineering system to study the complex real behavior of any for any application, right? So these are the various integrated the application of simulation, starting from manufacturing application, construction and project management, then army application, then transportation supply chain system, then human psychological brain learning environment, okay, connected with the AI machine learning interface, then business process simulation, healthcare, then mobile network simulation. These are the various things in which we can apply the simulation study to know its exact behavior. And I would like to share my few research work on the simulation, the case study. So I'm willing to share my three different the research papers, which I recently done in the last 1 year. So this is about the simulation of a robotic arm manipulator using a RoboDK solver. So the objective of this the research paper is to find out the possible the minimum the arm movement of the robotic manipulator in such a way that we can avoid the collision or accident between the two robotic machinery within the work cell, so that with the minimum constraint the movement of the arm manipulator, we can able to improve the repeatability as well as the overall accuracy in doing the job operation. So first I tried with the RoboDK solver by measuring the simulation runtime by changing the degrees of freedom constraint for the robotic arm attachment, and what is the overall simulation runtime for measuring the path movement of the manipulator. Just a time alone I calculated. Then later on, the next research, I studied with several combination of data. So further modification I made, study and analysis of micro level inspection examination of robotic arm using simulation for improving the path motion of arm with reduced degrees of freedom and reduced simulation time. Okay, this is my next extension. In the earlier paper, I just studied for one simple case by changing the degrees of freedom on the trial and error. So what is the reduction in the cycle time? Then later, for several possible case of data sets, I tried by comparing two different the cases, two different robotic machineries. So which one will give you the most quick efficient solution with having considerable lesser degrees of freedom. Okay, so these are the two different machineries I simulated, and these are the results. The parameters which I have taken, degrees of freedom and the simulation runtime measured in seconds. So the maximum degrees of freedom that ranges from 7 and minimum 2. Okay, so from the results, it is clear that so the main conclusion of this paper, by having minimum degrees of freedom, we can able to do the repeated monotonous operation with the help of the robotic machinery within a less span of time. So by doing so, we can find out the optimal runtime through simulation for the proposed given degrees of freedom. And if possible, we can also reconfigure or redesign the existing setup of a robotic machine with the promising results through simulation software. So using these results, we can able to implement in the real time by reconfigure the entire setup of the robotic machine in a working environment. And the last one, simulation of a manufacturing model using Pro model. Okay, this was published in the year 2019. So the problem which I took is simulation of a factory, okay, simulation of a manufacturing system, both inbound logistics and outbound logistics, right? So these are the results given by the software. So what will be the utilization of receiving raw material into the factory, then utilization of shipping the finished goods, then usage of raw material by the factory, then input and output buffer in percentile, it has been given here. So from this data analysis, the following are the results and inferences which have been made here. So the future advancement in simulation system, in teaching aids, now we people are moved towards online teaching methodology. Then digital media. Then, as I've already told you, connecting the human brain with the machine, artificial intelligence, and knowing the human emotions, based on that, how the machines can able to react to the human command. Then aircrew training, simulation, flight simulation. Then these are the other future plans simulation in the same area in avionics. And these are the takeaways in today's webinar, the national webinar, the simulation in engineering system. So from this, it is clearly understood that simulation modeling is one of the flexible methodology which is highly helpful for industries to take a high reliable decision in a more safe manner by minimizing the cost, time, and increasing the profitability of an organization. And moreover, the the simulation model can be applicable in all disciplines like mechanical, robotics and automation engineering, electrical and electronics, even medical sciences, civil. These are all the available, the area where we can able to apply the concept of simulation, right? By getting a quick solution within a short span of time. So with this, I end the today's the lecture on simulation in engineering system. I thank the event organizer and the managing director of the research institute, Dr. C.G. Ramachandra sir, for giving me the opportunity to share my few of my works, recent works on simulation in engineering system. And also I thank the participant for the patience listening to the webinar right from the beginning till the end of the segment. So thank you for all the participants. Now the forum is open to the participant. If you have any queries, you can share your questions.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful and informative session. Now the participant can ask questions or interact with the speaker by unmuting themselves. The provision is given to you.
So any clarifications or any query regarding a simulation, so directly you can speak to the speaker and you can talk to him directly. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, good morning. This is Dr. Vednaran from Chennai.
Good morning, sir.
First, I thank you for your wonderful session. I have a small doubt, sir. Simulations you are doing now, is there any open-ended platforms for doing this kind of simulations?
Yes, open source softwares are available, sir. And the few of the works which I have shown these are all open-ended platforms. RoboDK Solver and the Pro model. These two softwares are free downloadable. Open-ended platforms are available. It will be valid for 30 days, 1 month.
Okay, sir. We are using MATLAB, but since it is a licensed one, we have some restrictions. So if open-ended software is available, it will be helpful. That's what I asked these questions. Thank you, sir.
There are many open Technomatics. There are many open-ended softwares are available. Even for ergonomic simulation, human body ergonomics also, a JAX software. Many things are available. You can download it and you can use it for the students' project work.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So any more questions or clarifications? Participants, the floor is open to you can clarify. Just unmute yourself and you can directly speak with the speaker. So anyone want to interact with the speaker? So if there is no interaction, we can proceed. Shashank.
Okay. I request Dr. Ramchandra CG, the Managing Director of Sanatana Research and Training Institute, to summarize today's webinar.
So coming to today's webinar, that is simulation in engineering, we have selected. So the speaker has given a detailed introduction about the simulation. So what is a simulation? The PS quote is started with the introduction, about the introduction, and he gave one example also how the manufacturing system can be simulated. With that example he started, and a lot of fundamental concepts he has given, like what exactly a system, like a group of elements assembled together, we can call it as a system, and what is the attributes and the different activities, event, and state variables which are required, and process node, etc. Like this, he has explained in detail the details, the fundamental concepts about the simulation system, and with the research support he has taken, and what are all the work which has been carried out by researchers in this simulation the field. So he has explained in detail by taking recent the research details, and a lot of applications areas he has quoted. So where and all this simulation can be used or can be implemented, like manufacturing sector, construction engineering, project management, military applications, logistics, and even the supply chain management, healthcare, and network, etc. And he has taken two of his own research case studies he has taken, and he has shown how the simulation can be used or implemented. That open-ended software he has used, and he has shown how this the simulation can be implemented in the engineering the sector. That's what, irrespective of the field of the engineering, so a lot of open-ended softwares are available. So based on your application or area where you want to implement this, so we can use it. Like manufacturing, there are a number of in mechanical field only, if you consider, there are many number of simulation software available, like what we, for sim and automation lab, what we use CAD/CAM software or EdgeCam software, it is a simulation software. MATLAB, so most of the interdisciplinary the software, it is simulation software, we'll make use of it. So like that, including future enhancement, that is need of the day is the digital the way of teaching or the educational institutions. So there also the simulations can be used in more and more different perspective. That's what he has given, and even a few questionnaires which is asked by the participants also he has clarified. So we at the end we hope that the entire webinar is useful for all the participants, and also so you can contact with him. So even after the webinar also, yeah, and he'll be sharing his the PPT also, it will be shared to you. With this, once again, I thank Dr. P. Sivasankaran for accepting our invitation and sharing his research knowledge among us. Thank you once again. Over to you, Prashant. Shashank.
Gratitude is the essence of humanity. I thank Dr. P. Sivasankaran, Associate Professor, Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry, for accepting our request to be the resource person of today's webinar and also for delivering a very informative session. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Ramachandra CG, Managing Director, Sanatana Research and Training Institute, and Dr. Raghavendra Prasad, MD, President, Rotary Club of Mysore West, for their involvement in organizing this webinar. I also thank Dr. Sri Lokesh CG, President, Dr. Shantaraj Paras, and Srimati Bhagya Gopal, Board of Trustees, Sanatana Sampratishthana, for their support extended in organizing this webinar. Finally, I thank all the participants for your support and active participation in this webinar. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.